Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving deep into the layers of the flaming Yold. We're going to take these ancient, esoteric concepts and actually ground them, turning them into a real inside-out roadmap for your daily life. You know, if you've ever felt completely drained after a long commute, totally overwhelmed by all the digital noise, or maybe you just struggle to find a genuine sense of spiritual connection while, trying to pay rent, you are in the exact right place. We're pulling these high-level mystic concepts from our source material and showing you exactly how they apply to us, right now, as normal people navigating everyday routines.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the architecture of the spirit, then look at healing the lower bodies, followed by kinetic operations and senses. After that, we'll cover angelic resonance and signals, activating the 9 gifts, and finally, how you can actually become a mobile sanctuary. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The architecture of the spirit. Let's start right at the foundation. What exactly is the structural architecture driving this profound spiritual energy?
Right off the bat, the crucial thing to understand is that unlike passive elements, the flaming yod is the kinetic arm of the divine. In the Hebrew alphabet, the yod is the 10th letter, representing the active hand of God. It's a literal spark of divine fire. A lot of times we think of spiritual energy as just this calming, passive mindset you might get from meditating on a quiet morning. But the flaming yod, it's all about action. Think of it as the active breath of life moving directly through your nervous system to do the heavy lifting of transformation. It doesn't just sit there, it is actively remodeling your inner world. And this kinetic spirit doesn't just blast you all at once. It actually operates in a beautiful nested hierarchy, gracefully stepping down from raw universal electricity to a tangible, soothing presence. Step 1 is the sacred fire. This acts like a celestial step-down transformer. Imagine trying to plug your smartphone straight into a massive power plant. Yeah, it would fry instantly. So the sacred fire reduces that massive universal frequency so it can safely enter your physical nervous system. Step 2 is the flaming yod itself, that divine spark that ignites your heart and gives you the heat necessary to actually manifest your ideas into physical reality. And step 3 is the comforter. This is the somatic healer. It's this soaking presence that intimately addresses your physical body, giving you a very real, tangible sense of safety when you need it most.
Section 2. Healing the lower bodies. Let's look at how this celestial energy physically interacts with you, and how it feels to be purified from the inside out.
Think of this mystic flame as a massive magnetic filter for your emotional sheath. On one side, you have all those lower frequency motivations. The envy you feel when scrolling social media, the daily friction of a toxic workplace, or just the heavy societal anxieties we all absorb simply by existing in the modern world. Well, the secret fire actively scrubs those away. It literally burns off that heavy density. And in their place, it deposits high-vibration, divine feelings. We are talking about profound joy, deep peace, and the kind of patience that completely reorients how you handle a super stressful day.
This spirit touches absolutely everything. It brings a quickening to the flesh, giving you a physical holy warmth and recalibrating you on a cellular level, so you actually feel physically lighter and more alive going about your day. It also acts as a spirit of truth, clearing out all that mental density and empty ego junk that clouds your judgment. And maybe most importantly, it washes your energetic pathways with light to dissolve deep-seated energetic knots, like actually erasing the physical tightness and the signature of past trauma stored in your memory body.
Section 3. Kinetic operations and senses. So, how do we actually activate these spiritual senses during a normal Tuesday? Well, as this energy works within you, it gets incredibly practical. Instead of relying on abstract thoughts or overthinking everything, you are going to start experiencing tangible body language. The Holy Spirit translates spiritual direction into highly specialized gut feelings. If you walk into a room, a meeting, or a party and something is fundamentally off, you will physically feel that discordant energy as a warning signal. It is immediate. And on the flip side, when you are perfectly aligned with your path and making the right choices, you experience this profound inner soaking in light. It's your physical body actively asserting divine truth. This brings us to kinetic grace. And listen, grace isn't just some passive, sweet sentiment here. It is an active, corrective force. It actively realigns you when you get swayed by socialized pressures, burnout, or everyone else's expectations. This kinetic energy physically acts as the hand of God, smoothing out your emotional turmoil and pulling you right back into Dharma alignment, which really just means your true, destined life path. Instead of forcing and grinding your way through life, this kinetic grace naturally lifts you toward your highest manifestations. It gently but firmly course corrects you. Section 4. Angelic Resonance and Signals. We have all this kinetic grace operating within us now, but how do we know it's actually working?
The answer to that is resonance. Think of the Holy Spirit as a master frequency tuner. It allows your soul to safely synchronize with the clean, clear templates of angelic beings, entirely bypassing any of your own ego interference or self-doubt. This creates higher self-recognition, aligning you perfectly with who you truly are at your core. And the result? You'll start noticing environmental signals. These are literal, physical affirmations popping up in your everyday life, proving that fated connections and opportunities are actively being orchestrated for you behind the scenes.
A perfect everyday example of this? Numerical affirmations. We've all glanced at our phone screen or a clock and seen a repeating sequence like 808. Our sources indicate this is absolutely not a coincidence. It is a literal kinetic signal. It's a direct vote of confidence from the divine, acting as a little wink or nod that your path is correct and your manifestations are actively unfolding right in front of you.
Section 5. Activating the 9 gifts. As this energy fully integrates into your nervous system, it activates some incredibly powerful spiritual tools. These new capabilities fall into 3 main categories. First, under revelation, we have wisdom, knowledge, and discernment. These provide those mystic warning signals and the brilliant strategy you need for navigating your daily life. Next up is power, which includes faith, healing, and miracles. This is where the Spirit actually empowers you to project light for real healing in yourself and others. And finally, utterance. This covers prophecy, tongues, and interpretation, the tools used to speak profound truths and deeply harmonize your environments, whether you're hanging out with your friend group or sitting in a stressful workplace.
Section 6. Becoming a mobile sanctuary. This is the ultimate synthesis. It is what this entire inside-out journey builds toward.
The Holy Spirit completes its mission by fully saturating your cellular blueprint with high-vibration divine virtues. It literally transmutes the nervous system so your physical body can host this presence permanently, without any fear or survival-based stress. The sources call this the glorified flesh. Now, don't worry, that doesn't mean you stop being a normal person with a normal life. It just means the Spirit moves from being a temporary visitor to a permanent indwelling fire. You completely reclaim your physical temple, which allows you to walk through the modern world totally grounded and spiritually self-sufficient.
You achieve this incredible state of active sanctification. You project a radiating aura of fire that provides protection wherever you go. You master the witness layer, meaning you achieve this perfect state of awareness where you can observe your own emotions without being hijacked or consumed by them. And through divine projection, you become a beacon. Simply by being present in your everyday life, whether you're riding a crowded subway, working at a coffee shop, or just standing in line at the grocery store, your aura naturally neutralizes the emotional loneliness and isolation in the people around you.
This completely shifts how we view our daily interactions, doesn't it? We aren't just surviving the modern world anymore. We have the potential for profound impact. So, I'll leave you with this provocative final thought. As your aura transforms into a literal field of protection and healing in the middle of your everyday life, are you ready to step into active sanctification and become a mobile sanctuary?